I just want to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Dude,
it's about that time.
I can get you a transition.
I
can get you a transition. Ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
See, all these negative reviews and stuff, we have an inner curse in us that just doesn't allow. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. But whenever you're not watching our videos, definitely Jujutsu Kaisen is something to be watching right now because we just watched. I forget what number episode this is.
We just watched episode 5 and 6.
5 and 6. If you haven't watched episode 1 yet, or if you're even just starting right in the middle, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Start at the beginning and go to where you are now. Not that many episodes. You're not missing a lot right now, but if you're not watching it at all,
definitely do it. Now, we will be talking about episode 5 and 6. If y'all don't know, we do every podcast. We break down the episodes and talk about it, so there will be spoilers. So, and just for your pleasure, I put some time codes. So in case if you want to skip this and not be spoiled, then there's time codes. You can listen to the other topics that we talk about.
But the part where Gojo dies.
R.I.P.
That doesn't happen yet.
I really hope it doesn't die, though.
I really hope it doesn't either. I have a feeling, but I hope that
it's always the OP characters.
It is.
It is. But
somebody did die.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Somebody did die.
So last episode, it basically the episode 4 ended off with Sukuna taking over Yuji's body and Yuji not coming back.
I just realized this is going to be really hard to describe.
How?
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like this one may be a little bit harder to describe than all the other episodes we've done.
There's a lot of stuff that happened.
There's a lot. So if you're listening, pay attention. Just don't. You just listen.
Do what you do.
But the first episode we watched is whenever now of course I did not write my list like I was supposed to because camera's right there. But I forget the main characters, all the characters' names. So the main curse, who is Sukuna, he is right now in possession of what's his name?
Yuji's body.
So he's in possession of Yuji's body. That's where we left off that one episode. Now we're on the episode where we're going to see what happens. So I guess you could say that it played out almost exactly as you thought it would.
I like how when he caught up to Megumi and basically he was just too OP and was just like toying with them. And when he tore out Yuji's heart.
Oh my God.
So, because if Yuji, basically came back, he would be dead because he has no heart to survive.
Because the curse can survive without it.
So I guess you could say he was heartless.
Plays Kanye West song.
Yeah, that was actually kind of cool. And I love when Sukuna, when Megumi was about to go ham on him, and Sukuna was just saying, he was basically saying, he has talent, how he would be, 5 years from now.
Yeah, he saw something.
He has potential. And if basically he can, he's almost like he could beat, a special grade. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like he's got that hidden talent.
Yeah.
Because Gojo never really said anything, to be honest. He was talking about Yuji because he said there's a person that's the 3rd grade, the 2nd grade, and then the 1st grade, which is Yuji.
Yeah.
The classes in the Jujutsu Tech. Yuji was one of those ones that he thought was had the talent special or something.
Yeah.
And but of course he died.
Yeah, he died. So
or so you thought.
Yeah, but his heart came out. Died whenever he transformed back into the main character. Main character collapses. So they were in the process of embalming him, of opening him up, seeing what killed him, seeing his insides and stuff. Then he just sat back up.
Yeah.
But in between that, though, it's inside of it was inside of Ichi
Sukuna's shrine or something. It's inside his mind.
It was inside of his mind, inside of the curse's mind. Mm-hmm. So they started, I guess, talking inside their brain.
I guess there was I liked. They had some good comedy bits and stuff.
Yeah.
But the animation and the art is still holding up, dude.
Yeah.
I remember we talked about this, one of the first episodes where we're not many anime do that. Hunter x Hunter literally is consistent with its art. Right. Attack on Titan. But not many are. So seeing have another anime like that, it makes me want more. It makes me appreciate it and pay attention more because let me tell you, dude, this anime, it's if I'm not if you look away and you stop paying attention,
you're lost.
Basically. And I'm legit. I'm even with my eyes glued to the screen. I'm legit I'm hold on. What do you say? Yeah,
I gotta rewind that and check. But it's a. I was gonna say the same thing of how you're talking about the art and stuff, but it's really hard to find something that has great art and a great story at the same time. Usually people focus more towards one or the other. But this one has hit the spot with both.
They try to hold up to that Kimetsu.
Yeah, And I have to say, they're holding their ground pretty well for me. I actually am more hooked on this than Kimetsu right now.
Yeah.
What did you think about the one scene whenever they were inside the mine talking, and the deal was struck where I'm allowed to come out for 1 minute and do what I want, but I can't hurt or kill anyone. But it was 2 parts of the deal. He can come out for 1 minute. What is it? Whenever he wants, or once per day.
Yeah, a minute a day. I think
a minute a day. But the other part is that you have to forget the deal. Right? Isn't that what he said?
No, I think he said that or forget the deal. Like there won't be a deal. Like
there won't be no deal. Okay. Yeah.
I think I might be wrong, but that's what I took from it. But and then he's like, "Oh, you thought he was going to take the deal?" And then he's just like, he just punches him and it's just like, "No, you're the one that killed me. Bring him back to life. There's no conditions."
I was freaking crazy whenever they were talking, and he was like, he punched him. He's like, "Oh, no deal." He's like, "I can come back." He's like, "You're the one who killed me. You should bring me back instantly." Then, of course, another deal. He's like, "Okay, how about this? If you can beat me, I'll let you go. Yeah, if you beat me in a fight, I'll let you go back with no repercussions. But if I win, you have to take that deal."
Yeah.
And he even turned around and he was like, "Oh, okay." And then, bam, he died.
Yeah.
He chopped his head clean in half.
Before he even finished talking, man.
They didn't even have a chance to start. He just killed him right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Deal's been struck. He's stuck with it.
Yeah, dude. Now, like, just thinking back when Sukuna was fighting Megumi, dude, those punches, and he was like he was basically flying. Megumi was basically flying. That's how bad he got punched.
Yeah.
But
he beat him across the city.
That was epic, man. And that's just a 4-finger Sukuna?
Yeah, and we did get introduced to we don't know exactly who he is yet, but he's another
a very strong curse.
And he was labeled as at least
8 or 9.
8 or 9 fingers in strength, and
which is pretty strong.
That's pretty strong. That scene was pretty horrific.
Yeah, they freaking caught everybody on fire.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a diner, and the waiter comes up and was like, "Hey, sir, what can I?" Boom, just catches on fire. Then everybody starts catching on fire.
Combust. But I remember the first waiter. He just has that intuition of living.
Yeah. And
he books out of there and literally he
just said, "I quit and ran."
And right after that, everybody caught on fire. But it's actually for the Chainsaw Man fans out there, it kind of reminds you of Kobani. So if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, speaking of Chainsaw Man, I feel like there's an anime coming soon, bro. The manga I hear is about to end.
I've been hearing you talk about Chainsaw Man for a long time. Now, of course,
he will love it. I guarantee you, Logo will love it.
To me, I'm hearing the title Chainsaw Man.
It almost sounds like a Spider-Man.
Like I don't understand. It's like, is this another Marvel DC character?
Was he got a chainsaw? Hey, come to save the day.
It reminds me of like Deadpool. Whenever the guy, what was his name, like Bill or something like that? Oh yeah, it was just a mustache. What was his name? I forget.
Oh yeah, I think it was Bill or
Bill. Bob. It was one of those generic Bob. It's one of those generic white guy names.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Deadpool too.
That was what it reminds me of. But it's gonna be. From what you said, I have high expectations for it, but it's just not as good as Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay, here's the thing I know with Chainsaw Jujutsu is Chainsaw is like basically it's just a wild ride, and with Jujutsu it's like it's wild, but also it's like it's got a lot of elements into it, and it looks like there's a lot of stuff planned.
Yeah,
and basically that's why what I like about Jujutsu is, I mean, sometimes you got to think. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it hasn't gotten to that point yet where I'm legit like basically going big brain over here, but right now it's not that kind of thing where you just sit back and watch and just have something on. It's like if you don't pay attention, it's like you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But to go to today's episode, I want to talk about that, man. Actually, no, I do not. I want to go back to the episode where they introduced Panda Senpai.
Okay, I don't understand anything about this guy. Panda, he's just a panda. And they even described him, and it just was like Panda. What?
Yeah, and then they move on, and they're like, hold on, wait, who's Panda?
They did that on purpose. I know they did.
They did.
It's aggravating the piss out of me because I don't know who this panda guy is. It's just a random panda who walks and talks.
Yeah, and I love it because like they just leave you in suspense. Like they're like yeah, that's Panda. Moving on, and I'm like, wait,
why is he a panda?
I actually know what he is, but you want me to tell you? 'Cause I don't think it'll be a spoiler because I don't know much. Or you want me to just like
just give me. Don't tell me. Just don't tell me.
Okay. Give me, just don't tell me.
Just don't tell me.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil people that are actually watching too that haven't read the manga. But and there was the other guy.
The
that
one
only speaks in food.
Yeah, he only speaks in food. He's the cursed mouth.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I mean, is that just like cursed mouth? Okay, so
I
wait, hold on. Is the podcast PG?
Why are you asking that now?
Is
After
is the podcast PG right now?
Oh.
I can't remember what we described.
No, I started off with you throwing an F-bomb.
Okay, so we're not PG anymore.
No.
Okay, so basically the cursed mouth, when I first thought of that, I thought it was going to be like fuck and like shit, ass, and titties. And I was like, a cursed mouth. I was like, that's going to be pretty funny. But no, it literally, it's just, his mouth is his weapon. So.
Yeah, because I've seen scenes where basically if he's not speaking food or, like he actually says like words.
Yeah.
Whatever he says, a person dies by. So that's kind of dope, to be honest. So you can be like this. You're like, knife.
That's legit like Death Note almost. Like you write it down and it happens. All he does is speak it and it happens. That's pretty cool. That's pretty insane.
But it's kind of dude, I'd be aggravating though, because all you can say is like food all the time. If you don't understand what he's saying, he's like, hey, tofu.
He'll be like, hey, look over there.
Hamburger, frosty.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's an interesting, funny character, but very interesting.
It's definitely I definitely like to see more about them down the line, especially Panda, like Mr. Parkour.
So is he? That's the thing. Does he also have cursed energy stuff?
Yes, that's very interesting.
Is he a reasonable opponent?
Oh, okay. And now I want to talk about. Do you remember watching the opening where at the end they show Yuji? With Gojo and everybody, then basically every episode there's somebody else new in there.
Yeah.
I remember you saying in the last episode we watched, you're saying, who is that guy right beside Yuji? Because we haven't seen him yet. Apparently, they talked about him in episode 5, I believe, where they were saying, when Megumi was saying, he was basically saying that's Panda, that's this girl, that's that guy. But he said there's one more person that's overseas right now. He's the one that has respect for him. That's the guy in the opening.
Oh, okay. So he's another one of those of the second grade
class. Yeah,
second class.
I mean, it's second grade, I guess. I don't know.
Grade, first grade, second grade, third grade.
But I don't know anything about him, but I know apparently I think he's really strong. And I mean, if Megumi respects him, he's got to be strong. Yeah. But they have in the manga they have a manga about him, and it's Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0, so it's before all of this.
Wow.
But I feel like it's weird because I'm like, okay, how are they gonna throw this in there? Because I have no idea about him. I don't know why he's gone. Like, is he just that kind of character where it's kind of like Gojo, where you have somebody strong but they're never there?
Yeah.
Until something big happens. I feel like that might be. But I don't know. I guess it's wait and see.
I'm excited for these new characters. The 3 new characters they showed us this time was the girl, the cursed mouth person, and then the panda.
Yeah.
Of course, the panda is somebody I'm very interested in right now.
His name is Panda.
It's Panda. Now the girl seems kind of like a bitch, but
yeah. And then but she seemed like very
cocky, or like that.
Yeah, like she seemed concerned too afterwards.
Yeah.
Like she's like, "Oh wait, like why didn't you tell me?" So she does, at least she does have a heart.
Yeah, but I'm actually very interested in the cursed mouth because he's not speaking, he's giving no emotion, nothing. So is he gonna be a secret badass?
Yeah.
Well, they all kind of are in a way, but
and I mean, I'm going to enjoy seeing basically the breakdowns of all these characters.
Yeah.
I mean, not every show really breaks down characters when you think about it. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, look at Hunter x Hunter. We don't know anything about Hisoka.
Yeah.
So, like, with this, they could just show us a character we never learned anything about them or their past.
Yeah.
It's not like Naruto. You get freaking flashback for every single scene.
Yeah.
Hey, this one time I picked up a toothbrush. Let me give a flashback about that.
That does suck. I hate that mess.
Yeah. But with Jujutsu, what happened in this episode? I can't even remember it, man.
Man, it was a lot happened, but it's hard to talk about all of this because we watched Megumi get his ass beat hard.
Yeah.
But main character dies, comes back to life.
And Gojo keeps it a secret.
Yeah. He's kept dead. He's kept listed as dead because come to find out, the reason why they went to go fight the special grade was not to fight the special grade. They were sent there to die. Yeah. The higher-ups, not Gojo, the higher-ups, higher than Gojo, who are not as strong as Gojo, because Gojo said he'd kill them all, but he can't because he wants to earn respect. The higher-ups took the main character and the other 2 characters to the special grade to die so that they would have no problems with them, period. So that's kind of dirty. So now you can kind of see that there's opening up possibilities that good guys are now bad guys. So now it's not really, oh, this is the good side over here, this is the bad side over here. It's kind of a mixture. There's bad guys in the good guys ranks.
It makes me like kind of like wonder too, because like, I mean, it's kind of cool how like curses really became existent because of people,
because of bad negative energy.
Negative energy, and that's apparently that's all you can really do. Like when you actually release that, it's just like you gotta have like I mean, with Yuji, he's not really negative, so much so that's why he doesn't really put out much curse energy, which makes you also think, what did Gojo go through?
Yeah, because he must have had gone through. Oh no, he also said he was born with special.
80% I think is talent if you're like born with it.
Yeah, and he said he was, and that honestly disappointed the main character because he thought he'd never be as strong. But that's actually where the episode ends. Kind of is he's teaching him how to use cursed energy a little bit with his, because he said he's excellent at up close and fighting moves.
Yeah,
so he's going to teach him that.
And I mean, that's honestly the best is, you learn from the master instead of,
and he's excited for it too.
Yeah, and then of course, the episode ends with the at least 8 or 9 finger strong Asukuna curse fighting Gojo.
Yeah, catches Gojo in the middle of the street. Gojo's in a taxi. Gojo's like, hold on, wait a minute. Gets out the taxi.
It's always like a badass dude when he's just like, get out of the car. It's like I'll get out of the car.
It's like, hold on, stop
the
car.
On. Yeah, like there's like, and then he just stops and waits for them to show up. I'm like, here it is.
Curse falls out of the sky. Gojo just dodges it, and he's like, who are you? And then boom, episode ends.
And you obviously know he's probably gonna think the curse is probably gonna think like he's really strong and think he can like maybe I can take him. and then boom.
Right.
You thought? I mean, you saw how easy it was with a 2 Sukuna.
But you did
two-finger Sukuna.
We didn't actually talk about why they're attacking Gojo. It's because of they have a plan. There's this one guy. He's a mystery character to me right now, at least.
He's a human.
He's a human.
So he's sided with the curses.
Yeah, he's talking to the curses, and he obviously knows a lot about the cursed relics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
His plan that he gave to the curses, because the curses can't figure out how to beat them. They said, okay, one, you got to turn the main character to the curse side and make him fight the good guys. But he said the first thing you do before that is make sure Gojo, never said kill him, but they said make him to where he can't fight, to where he can't hurt us. So
going to try to seal him up.
They know how strong Gojo is. They also know that the key is the main character to get him to join it. I don't know. This leaves a lot of opportunity.
Yeah. I mean,
because how are they going to even stop? I think they're going to get the main character and hold him like hostage in a way where Gojo can't fight on it, and then they'll kill him. Because Gojo was actually sad that he died the first time.
And now I can actually see it now. Why Sukuna wants that 1 minute time. When he takes that 1 minute, he can go and talk to the curses.
Yeah.
And after a minute's up, it's back to Yuji, and Yuji doesn't remember any of that.
And just think, like 1 minute. I mean, in 1 minute he attacks Gojo, but I mean, you attack Gojo can kill you. So for 1 minute, Gojo may get his ass beat.
I mean, but Sukuna said he won't kill anybody for that minute. They made that pact.
But he also said, the main character even went with Sukuna and was like, he's like, I can't even trust that you won't do it. He's like, well, if you don't trust me, you don't trust me. We'll see what happens.
Well, they made that pact though.
Oh yeah,
he would be destroyed.
Basically, it's a handshake. If you shook hands making a deal,
that hand and shook that hand,
and then you break the thing, it hurts whoever broke it. So if he actually kills somebody, it's going to hurt him a lot.
So it's very interesting how that's going to come out. And obviously, the preview for the next episode was just, showing Gojo and the curse fighting. So that's going to be very exciting to see, I would have to say.
This is going to be very interesting.